Okay, welcome back. Now, so what you've managed to do so far is you've got a script that duplicates and moves your domino in the local direction forward. Now what we need to do is a really simple last part, is we just need to rotate. Now to rotate, I've moved the mouse over my 3D view and I don't have it over the top of the domino, I just have it around there. That's important. I now just tap the R key that's on the QWERTY keyboard, just one tap. I can now move the mouse. Keep it at a distance, move it to a slight angle, and left click, don't right click. And you can see it's rotated. Now I go back up to my commands with the mouse at the top, A until everything's highlighted, A until nothing's highlighted, and then I right click on that last command. I copy and I paste. Now as we can see here, instead of translate, it's rotate. We have a value, which is how far it wants to rotate. Now in this case I was really careful by looking directly down, and it's only recorded the one value. If I wanted to probably it's better, I'm going to change that slightly so I've got the X, Y, Z. What it's doing here is it's giving me a value and it's just saying the axis it's recording in. I'm going to change that, and I'm going to go value equals, and in brackets 0, 1.54, comma, and now with my axis, rather than the minuses, I'm going to leave those as positives, 0, 0, 1. Everything else there I don't need. So I can highlight everything except for that last closing bracket, delete it. Now, you notice here that when I clicked on that bracket, it's there. So if I count up my brackets, I've got a slight problem. Is at some point I've got one too few brackets because there's a bracket here as well, and that's not being closed. I look why, because I actually didn't need that extra bracket there. I can delete that. Now when I click on there, you can see I've got a bracket opening and closing. So it's going to rotate by that much. Now that's not degrees, by the way, that's something called radians, and we can talk about that in a different video. But, or you can Wikipedia us if you're interested, but it's much smaller number than you would have in its equivalent in degrees. There's our axis and we're rotating around the Z axis. If I now give this a quick try, so run my script, okay, I've got a slight error. Just got to have a look. What is my error? I have value equals up. I see I've done a slight syntax. That should have been a point. These things happen. Let's try it again. And you can see now that it's not only duplicated itself, moved forward along the local axis, but it's also slightly rotated every time. Right. If you can give that a quick try, away you go.